Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Crit. Last year I released this video discussing a rumor about a potential upcoming Fire Emblem game that could be a Genealogy of the Holy War, or Fire Emblem 4, remake. While the prediction that the game would come out at some point last year ultimately didn't pan out, I still feel the same about it. As a recap, Intelligent Systems has remade Fire Emblem 1 through 3, and while they did them out of order, ultimately their reasoning did make sense, as Fire Emblem 1 and Fire Emblem 3 serve as the two chapters of Marth's story. Thus, they were worthy of launching back-to-back and on the same console platform nonetheless. Then they followed up those two 7 years later with the remake of Fire Emblem Gaiden, or FE2. The Gaiden remake was launched with a brand new moniker titled Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadows of Valentia, signaling to many fans that there was definitely the potential of seeing more Fire Emblem Echoes games with differing subtitles in the future. The Echoes series could stand for Echoes of the Past, remakes or reimaginings of past games from decades ago. Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadows of Valentia launched on the 25th anniversary of its original predecessor, Fire Emblem Gaiden. This created the opportunity moving forward that perhaps we could see a remake of Genealogy for its 25th anniversary, which would occur in 2021. That's why I felt strongly that this was going to happen. However, as we know, the world's been going through a pretty wacky time in the past few years, and that may have certainly delayed this anniversary title. Intelligent Systems also dropped Echoes in May, just 4 short months after first revealing it to us in January, which set a precedent of them not necessarily needing to reveal these games to us in advance. They can technically be announced and launched within a matter of months and will be none the wiser. So with that said, it's now 2022, and I really do still think that we're going to see that Fire Emblem 4 remake within the next few years. Lucky for us though, we've actually received another rumor from a pretty credible Nintendo leaker, and it does in fact seem like this could be the case. Of course, this is a rumor, so even though this gentleman's track record has been pretty good, please do take it with a grain of salt. The reality is though that no matter what happens, we're definitely getting a new Fire Emblem game in the near future. The series has been hitting a new stride, and honestly it's almost been 3 years since Fire Emblem Three Houses released, which is just nuts. The interesting point of contention about this leak though is that it actually isn't a Genealogy remake that we'll be getting next, and he's confidently touting that we'll be seeing a new Fire Emblem game this year, with the Genealogy remake actually hitting us next year. Wow, Fire Emblem as a yearly franchise. Well, as long as it doesn't go down the route of Call of Duty and Pokemon in terms of game quality, we'll be golden. Nintendo leaker Nate the Hate in a recent predictions podcast revealed that the next Fire Emblem title is going to be a brand new game in the series, and that we should be seeing it later this year, probably in July or August, similar to how Fire Emblem Three Houses launched in late July. He also informed us it's being developed by the same team that was behind Three Houses. This means that the team will have had over 2.5 years developing this title after the release of Three Houses and the launch of its final DLC in February 2020. In case you weren't aware, Three Houses was a joint venture between Intelligent Systems and developer Koei Tecmo, who are behind the Warriors series of games. By utilizing this other team, Intelligent Systems was able to adapt to the new Switch hardware and lent a lot of the heavy lifting to Koei Tecmo to make Three Houses possible. Three Houses was an awesome game, in some ways way better than I could have imagined, but it wasn't without its flaws. While it could certainly be beautiful looking at times, I wouldn't say that graphics was its absolute strongest point. It's also not only plausible, but extremely likely that it used the Warriors game engine that was used for Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch. Thus, it did seem a bit choppy and unoptimized at times, which makes sense considering the engine was previously used for hack-and-slash action games. So perhaps after having the experience of developing Three Houses, we could see its successor on the platform with even better graphics, smoother gameplay, and be overall a more confident follow-up entry by the same team. Maybe similar to how Fire Emblem Fates featured more detailed models and newer advancements to its gameplay after Intelligent Systems' initial entry on the 3DS, Fire Emblem Awakening. Nate also gave us the tidbit that there would be new and more ambitious gameplay concepts introduced in this entry, so I'm sure we can also expect to see new systems akin to what we got in Three Houses with the likes of Gambits and such. He also expects it to be announced in the first half of this year, which makes sense as we'd need at least a couple of months before a July or August release to build up anticipation, and we could actually see the game revealed as early as the first Nintendo Direct of the year. I'm sure we'll all be keeping our eyes peeled. I suppose I should mention that it could also end up getting pushed to next year, considering the number of strategy RPG games that we'll be getting this year, in case they don't want to have the games fight each other. But I digress. Whether or not this information is 100% accurate, what is certain is that this is going to be a stacked year for strategy RPG fans, with the likes of the Advance Wars remake and Project Triangle Strategy, still a stupid name, hitting us both here in the first half of the year, and then potentially the Fire Emblem game to follow it up. Guys, we're going to be eating really good here soon, and I will absolutely keep you up to date on the latest news. So of course, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on the latest news. If and when we hear anything, I will be sure to cover it, and I'll be doing my classic trailer breakdowns and analyses of any information we do get about the game in the lead up, as many of you know and love. So absolutely be sure to stick around the Lucky Crit channel. If you like this video, please slash the thumbs up down below and help out the video's performance. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this information in the comment section down below as well. What are you more excited to see, the new entry or the genealogy remake? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them. I also want to thank the patrons for supporting the channel and helping make videos like this possible. You can also now become a channel member by clicking down below and getting some cool exclusive emotes. I'll be sure to do a bit more streaming in the near future, so stay tuned for that as well. And if you use alternative platforms like BitChute, Odyssey, or Rumble, be sure to follow Lucky Crit over there, as I'll be producing some exclusive content for those sites eventually, and you will not be able to find it on YouTube. You can also even follow our Instagram account if you'd like. And of course, as always, I'll see you next time.